How do you handle when something is outside your limits, outside your aptitude, capabilities, and skills? When have you experienced moments when you're telling yourself the true story? And when have you experienced moments of resistance because instead of the true story, you're telling yourself you should be able to do the job of 3 people. You should be able to handle all of this stress and pressure and work. You should be able to, and then whatever gets inserted at the end of that. Oftentimes, part of our resistance comes from the inability to tell ourselves the true story about when we've reached our capacities, when we actually can't. We don't have the skills or aptitude to execute on the demands. And sometimes that comes because, like, no, I just can't. And also sometimes that comes because there might not be a human who can. It's outside of human potential. Like, for example, when one person is doing the job of 3. So how do we handle that? In our emotional intelligence, it's going to begin with our emotional self-awareness of recognizing the narrative that we're cycling through in our head and being able to put that narrative down on paper. The most important way to be objective, which is the skill of reality testing, is getting the thinking that we're ruminating on in our head and putting it down so we can look at it from the outside and be able to ask ourselves, is this the truth? Where's the proof of this? What else might be going on? And once we apply that layer, then we can turn to our skill of self-regard, which is respecting ourselves and being confident with our strengths and our weaknesses. And if the true story is rubbing a weakness, we might have those feelings of vulnerability, which are uncomfortable for individuals. And so our emotional self-awareness requires some of our stress tolerance, being in difficult emotions for longer, so that we can tell ourselves the true story and then move to wise action.